Tardy Excuses that were actually true. According to Reddit, number 19. I was the student, and I was walking to school, and two of our cats were following me. I had to round them up and take them home. My dad wrote me a note for my lateness, which included the phrase, Animal Show and Tell Day. Bless you. The person includes pictures of their cats. This cat looks like it's properly sassin'. And the comedy is it's in close proximity to a laptop, which doesn't look like it's from this century, honestly. Look at that thick-ass border on that fucking, that's not a laptop, that's a monitor. But still, and it looks like that's Windows XP on that motherfucker. But the comedy is maybe he's like near or on a keyboard. And, the guy took a picture of the cat, but the cat seems to be like, you know, sassing him. That's good stuff. Oh boy. So there's that. Hello everybody. Hope everything's going well. Number 18. I was the student, and when I was in college, I opened my front door to the SWAT team and the DEA agents outside of my house. The one who looked at me was holding some kind of automatic rifle. I went back inside. From what I heard, there was a multiple sting operation that happened around my town, and my neighbors got raided. I missed half of my classes that day. Well, that's a hell of a reason to be late, I can tell you that. Somebody say, yeah, that's when you close the door and take your ass back to bed. Quite literally, my dudes. Quite literally. Oh no. I just realized something that's making noise. If I turn it off, there'll be hell to pay. So I can't turn it off. Here's hoping all of you had a fantastic day. And that things weren't too stressful. Hello to Angela, Bradley, Ariana, Linda, the Dults, Dr. House, Banal Vulgarian, nice. And thank you, Dr. House, for that £2, you know? That's the only kind of pounds that I'm welcoming, you know? Jesus. Linda says, Ma says, hi, Dia, and hi, Kyle. Hello to Dia's mother. So we continue up this list of tardy excuses that were actually true. Number 17 simply says, this was me as a student. My parents thought that I would get President's Day off, so they didn't wake me up. Nice, parents. Nice. Someone says, how old were you at the time? Dude was like 7th grade, so it was like 13. Yeah, I think that would be me as a parent. How the fuck I'm supposed to keep track of all these bitch-ass days? And which ones are like not real holidays? You know? I think I would probably err on the side of safety and, you know, be like, go to school. And then if nobody's there and he comes back, be like, damn. Well, how do you know? How do you know this little bastard ain't crafty? Taking pictures of empty classrooms and coming back going, see, the classroom's empty. It was taken today. Let me see through your eyeballs, because it's going to be the future. See what I'm saying? It's going to be the future. Eyeball time me. Oh my god. Creepy Nico says, hello everyone and late happy birthdays to Kyle and Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you. Dilt's experience says, growing up.
First you said Dia's mom, and now you said Kyle and Linda.
I said Dia's mom earlier?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you said Kyle and
Kyle and
You good?
I'm just dyslexic in a way where I add letters to things and then scramble them. Can't spell Linda without D. Okay, the Dilt's experiences. Growing up, we had the first day of buck season off. Well, when you just don't give a buck, you don't. I'm sorry. Number 16. Me, my car froze. Shut. Couldn't open it. Wow. We had an ice storm, and this was before those fancy power locks and keyless entry were a thing. That sucks. That's messed up. Number 15. Flock of wild turkeys in the road. Not always school, but this happened more than once in my life. Where the hell do you live where flocks of turkeys out here roaming?
Mexico.
For those of you who have never found yourselves in this situation, there is no way out of it. Wild turkeys will move when they damn well decide to do so. And only then. Wild turkeys.
Yes.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Okay, wow. I wish I were sponsored by Animal Crossing New Horizons, because I get a strong urge to just pop on some trailer action from that game, and it doesn't make any sense why I would do that, you know?
Bradley says that there's wild turkeys in Alabama.
Wild turkeys around the car. You're a gobble, Harry. Alright, that's enough. Alright. Number 14. MTV paid me $50 to fill my backpack with cement. He actually wrote pack back. You better fill that pack back with cement and carry it around for a day. I mean, have you seen the size of the backpacks these kids carry in these days? I doubt it. I bet it would be an enhancement. I accepted the excuse. Student later regretted it, and as a replacement backpack in college textbooks far exceeded $50. But he got his moment of fame, and I didn't penalize him for his tardy. You gotta live a little. Right, boys will be boys when you're being stupid.
Let me smash.
Just pressing random buttons now. Number 13. UK, a student couldn't submit an assignment on time as the Wi-Fi was down on the Megabus. So let me get this straight. I like. Am I understanding that the dude took a bus to get to school that day, and because the Wi-Fi was down on the bus, he couldn't complete the assignment? That's next level last minute, son. Staying up the night before a project and getting it done? No. Doing it on the bus on the way to school. Yes. Wow. Gianni Ortega says, howdy in the stream chat. In this rapidly approaching its completion list. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm sorry. I really did source for some good lists tonight. I'm just going to end up digging into the past. And every time I do that, I end up finding a list that I've apparently read because I've done hundreds of these. I've done too many. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Animal Crossing time. Every day. Okay. Desert says, yo, Kyle, when are we playing Animal Crossing? When it comes out, I guess. And Ninja says, how's it hanging? It's funny that you say that because of something that this girl said to me earlier. And I was trying to record something, really important that's coronavirus, related. And she wounded me, okay?
I did no such thing.
Oh my God.
Something for you to check.
Number 12. Me and my bus hit a bird and the whole windshield was cracked. We had to wait for another bus to pick us up. Well, I like to think the bird hit the bus. Unless y'all were on the highway. That's some intense velocity. Somebody says, story time. I was the only high schooler on our school bus one winter. The other detail important to this story is that we had the oldest model bus that wasn't in the best mechanical shape. It had one of those mechanically operated doors. It would shoot out a plume of black smoke every time it started and just looked much less fancy than all the other buses that the school had. Anyway, one winter it was so cold that the diesel engine stopped working. The bus driver said the cold made the diesel in the fuel lines gel up. And I have no idea if that's accurate, but either way, the bus wouldn't start. Fortunately, we were only 5 miles from school, and all the kids had been picked up early, so they just radioed another newer bus to loop back around and pick us up. The bus driver had radioed the elementary school but completely forgot to let high school know. So I show up to class and the teacher asks why I'm late, and I said the cold caused the fuel lines to gel up in the school bus, repeating exactly what the driver told us, but I was the only high schooler on the bus, so no other students were there to back up my story. The teacher didn't believe me, and instead of just calling the main office to verify my story, she mocked me in front of the entire class, saying it's not possible for fuel to freeze in the cold, and everyone in the class agreed with her, saying that I was a bad liar, and laughed at how dumb my story was. Ultimately, the office did let her know about the bus after she tried giving me a detention, but the embarrassment is still there, and she never gave me an apology. Expecting an apology from women? Bitch. Learn the real life story here and move the fuck on. I'm sorry that he got laughed at by a bunch of bitch ass kids in class. But, you know, you got two options. You roll with the punches, because sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can't ever hurt you. Or you go home, you know, you get on a Twitch stream, you lock and load, baby. That's a very, you know, relevant joke. Some idiot on a Twitch stream discharged a weapon the other night. On stream, y'all. And Twitch banned the shit out this boy. Can you imagine being so puny a man that you have to... He was a white kid too, man. You expect this kind of, you know, and take it from a black man, as rude as it is to say, you expect this kind of like ridiculous posturing from individuals in a gang that really need to show the other gang that I'm really hardcore, guys. I'll do it. You see this weapon I'm holding? I'm not afraid to use it. I'm a big man. Big man. But this white boy was on stream, pulled his gun up. Just type Twitch gun into Twitter, if that's what you want to see. I'm not sure that I can show that without getting into trouble. It's fun getting into trouble. I'm pretty sure other people could show it on their channels, but you know, there isn't a figurative gun to those channels' heads the way that there is mine. Nice.
At least with a gang, it makes sense. This was a white guy on stream, as you put it, being triggered by someone saying something, and he needed to.
I'll tell you what, motherfucker. I'm just gonna show you the fucking clip. How about that? Twitch gun. Alright, so some jackass is on stream, right?
Bitch, say I ain't got money. Say I ain't got money.
So, we're not going to talk about trigger discipline and why the hell his finger was even on it. We're not going to talk about why the safety was off. You know, we're just going to talk about how some jackass on a fucking stream, you know, picked up a gun and then said, say I don't have money, you know? What a small man. What a small man. Why you got your gun on your desk? Where you play your little video games on a fucking live stream in front of a camera for little kids, right? Why you picking up the gun behind the camera? What a small man. You know, that's little dick energy, and this is compensation for whatever the fuck you don't got in your life. And you know what it is? Maybe I'm a man about big titties and can look to my left and have that, so I don't feel the need to jump up on a roof every day and go, you know what, nigga, I'm gonna fly. I can fly right now. All of this stupid shit. What the fuck? What are you doing? With your can of Coors Light? Yeah, you a fucking scrub. What is wrong with you? All this is missing is his mom coming in going, what the fuck was that? With his colored computer and shit. You know, I have it too. I don't know. I'm not bitch made. I guess that's the end of it. I guess I'm not bitch made. Here's the follow up. Here's the follow up reaction.
God damn.
Wow, guys.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Whoa. I can't believe that. What? My mind's blown. Idiot. So whatever stupid group he was with dropped him. Whatever, you know, Twitch channel he had, he's been banned. You know what's honestly sickening, though? I'm not a Twitch streamer. I'd love to be. I'd love to have enough of a following over there. If you're watching this right now, do me a favor. Fly over to my Twitch channel and just subscribe to it. So one day, maybe I can believe and I can dream that I can have a Twitch channel, blah, 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 blah. But here's the bottom line, right? As rude as some of the girls who get on Twitch and, you know, show off a little bit of that feminine wile and those feminine wiles and get themselves a little audience. Shout out to Dia, right? There's nothing rude or mean about that. You know, they're pretty and they're just sitting there. They're talking, they're gaming. This is a wholesome activity. What is this dude doing? So he makes all the men look bad because, yeah, some of these girls are on there with their titties out, painting their bodies, going, oh, I don't see what the problem is. You know what I mean? But then the dude's out here firing a gun on stream because that's manly to you. Hey. All right. I'm sorry about that. Elgin Wood wannabe streamer. See, you want to know something really interesting about this channel that you guys are forced to admit? It's that there's a lot of adults on my streams, okay? Because if you were half as immature as I am, you'd be making accounts all night on Twitch to just hear that noise over and over again. Not saying that I, condone that. Do not bing my bong. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's just, we live in a world where, instead of just having a little bit of fun with some coronavirus bing bong. Oh, not that the coronavirus is fun, but there's a trending challenge right now. CORONA challenge. Coronavirus challenge. Okay, wait a minute. There it is. It's a trending thing where people are, I guess
readying up.
They're what's the word, Dia? They're using silly makeshift masks. This is the whole challenge. We're like, oh, I don't have a real mask, but I'll just use this, haha. And that's the challenge or whatever. Oh, how about this padlock on my nose? I can do shit like this and get 700 likes.
Imagine getting 700 likes.
It's funny, right? Could put a shoe on my face,
That should probably smell it.
What's this? What the hell is going on here? You know what I don't understand is when people just, oh my God, it's this again. In front of the kids. Can y'all not in front of the children them in the back. No, the kids, they watching. What is this? This is why scrolling down any trending tag on Twitter is dangerous. People are just gonna start using that. Like, I remember when Kobe passed and like all of the thoughts were out and like the Koreans are out just using whatever tag is trending to push their garbage. So can you imagine some girl like, oh yeah, Kobe's dead, but these titties are on my OnlyFans right now, okay?
Only for like 2 months to pass for further things to just be leaked.
Oh yeah, gotta get that OnlyFans leak. Guys, if you care about titties leaking, get it? Get that joke? Do you get that joke?
Get it, stop.
Go to the wish list. Wow. I believe in you.
Also, an important question. If you, I think it's Desert that's asking.
Hey, thank you, creepy Nico. What were you saying, Dia?
Pasta or tacos.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Desert is asking what they should make. Pasta or tacos.
Make whatever is gonna be more sustaining to you, my dude.
They're both delicious.
Take Bradley's suggestion. Yeah, do what he wants. Okay. Desert says Kyle be stalling Lyle Etika. used to do. What is stalling? Well, he thinks that I saw what he was writing and I was just not giving him an answer.
No. He's just saying that you stall just like Etika used to do.
Stall like derail?
Yes.
I'm gonna time him out for that if that's what he really means. Like, first of all, I'm pretty sure I've never seen you before today.
They have been here.
If they've been here before today, then me derailing on the list is as Kyle as it comes. What are you talking about?
That's one of your
If I were to ever read one of these lists solid through, it would literally be like 15 minutes long. Stalling? That's not what this is. I could see if he was saying that about me answering his question that I didn't see. Get the fuck out of here, though, okay? I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. It's just gay baby jail. You'll be out of it in 300 seconds or something. But, damn stalling. It's just me hitting you with something that was actually current. That dude discharging his weapon was something that I made a reference to. And I didn't want somebody who is, watching the list to feel left out if they didn't know what that was about.
The thing is, though, Bradley, you said, oh, Kyle got distracted. But you didn't say, oh, he's getting distracted like Etika, and then, someone else came in and said, oh, no, he's stalling like him.
Rachel says,
Kyle, I love seeing that you're streaming right as I get out of class. Now I have something to listen to for the ride home.
little did she know, it would be her last drive. I'm kidding. That's a joke. It's a dark joke. I didn't mean to put it there. It just came out, like you just came out of your class, like you came out of your closet earlier this month. She's coming out. She wants the world to know. Let her transition show. Oh, remember what Stripe said about using the term mangled in reference to people's genitalia? As we continue this list, we arrive at number 11. Not school, but I got robbed at gunpoint and my car was stolen the previous night and was talking to the cops and the detectives until the early hours of the morning. But being the dedicated corporate slave that I am, I showed up to work the next day, albeit an hour or so late. Even in public accounting, they understood and even said, this is clearly an appropriate reason to not come into work, right? Looking back, I probably should have taken the day off, if anything. This made my coworkers think I'm some crazy person for just brushing the whole incident off as no big deal in coming into work. To be honest, some people need to fall back into that structure so that they don't go nuts. You know what I'm talking about? Some people, like, if somebody in their life dies, if some kind of crazy traumatic event happens, all they have is the shit that they used to do before. And if that kind of stuff falls away, then all they'll have is the memory, the thoughts of the event that happened, and they'll be able to dwell in it, and that'll suck. Some people just need to lose themselves in some things for a while. And people really don't understand that because they're often busy looking at things from one perspective. Well, if it isn't the stripper of all strippers, Tara, okay? Tara's lucky she's not here because I would be including her in Dia shoots for videos that are coronavirus related for like X Hamster and Pornhub, It would all be really softcore stuff, like no nudity. So exactly the type of thing that people want to see. But if they're typing in coronavirus, it would be some great research for me to just be like, you're looking for this? You're looking, like, put a mask on these girls and you guys are looking for this? Tara says, I am a stripper. Wow. Well, I own what you do, girl. You go, girl. Girl power. All right. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. Not a teacher, but a friend said that his house blew away. It was apparently a tornado. Lucky that he wasn't in it when it blew away. Lucky that he wasn't in it. Bradley, it's funny that you say that like you don't know that it exists. It exists, man. It exists.
And they're doing more help than the
And listen, if you, out of curiosity, like the freaking coomer that you are, go search for that tonight, search for something else. The link to my wish list. Number 9, okay? I had a teacher who showed up about halfway through the class. Apparently her car slid It was an intense snowstorm the night before, and she had walked the last mile or so to class. How did she get there in time for them to not be legally allowed to leave?
Could have been like, high school or something.
And this chick still came to class?
Well, it's a teacher, so.
But still, she could have phoned in other assholes and been like, look, something terrible's happened. I'm gonna need to take care of this car. See if it can be salvaged. Because I don't even know how that works. Like, did it slide and she just jumped out and was like, I gotta get to work? You know what I mean? Did she wait and then people, came and the car was totaled and then they towed it and then she walked away to work? Tow truck driver couldn't have given, I don't know. I don't know how it works, I guess. Okay, I don't know. Number 8, in my hometown, if you walked into anywhere late and said the phrase, sorry grain train, you were never challenged. It was extremely common for 50 plus carriage trains to run through the middle of town. Oh, sorry. I believed grain train to be the phrase that someone was saying to someone, like they were referring to someone as grain train, when in fact the grain train is the reason that they were late, because apparently a literal train carrying grain comes through the town. So the correct way to deliver that line would be, sorry, grain train. You know what I mean? Like the grain train was there, as opposed to calling someone grain train. Unless somebody in the chat is really desperate to be called grain chain. Grain chain. Yang gang. Just kidding, Yang's out of the presidential race. Oh, vote for Bernie Sanders. Just kidding, I know y'all ain't going out to vote. Y'all ain't going nowhere, so enjoy your bed.
You should be encouraging people to go out and vote.
I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything they don't want to do. You know why? Because I'm not that guy.
No, just to vote. Not necessarily for a candidate,
But what if they vote for somebody that I don't want them to vote for? What am I doing?
Either way, you should be encouraging democracy. Give the vote back to the people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, grain train. Number 7. When I was in college, my psych professor told us that the only excuse for being late was a funeral procession. Any other reason, you wouldn't be allowed to come in. A few weeks into the semester, I was heading from one building to another, which involved crossing the main road. If animals were in that crossing, I would lose it. That theme's gonna piss you off eventually. Lo and behold, there was one very long funeral procession on its way by. Sounded like you pronounced that word. I got a short video of it as proof. Oh man, that's what I was suggesting. That, in my mind I was thinking, just record it so he knows you're not lying. Then I stood on the sidewalk and let it go by. Unfortunately, the procession made me 5 minutes late to class. I knocked on the door. The professor came over to tell me off. I showed her the video, and she goes, well, I'll be damned. Come on in. Then she spread her legs. Narrator says, I may need to give my title to Kyle. Title? Oh, the narrator? Bradley says, call me Grain Train. I'm glad Stripes isn't here. She used to change her name all the time, and it really pissed me off, man. Oof. Because the names were so dumb. Did Tara leave? I'll be mad if she took her grain elsewhere. That grain's supposed to be mine. Desert says, yo, Dia, can you pass down my apology to Kyle? Apology?
Yep.
Are you passing it? Why do you have it?
No. They're just telling me to tell you that they wrote an apology.
Stellar says, sup, where the tidies at? Well, I don't like them spelled like that. There's 3 T's in my titties. Okay? Thank you. Tara says, I'm still here. I'm glad that you're still here. Okay, Tara? I'm glad. I'm so glad. Wow. I want to show you this, Wait, Tara must have every system because she owns everything that exists to be bought. So, are you going to play Animal Crossing, Tara? I mean, you can't even be bothered to play friggin' Call of Duty with me when I used to play that. And I'm so amazing at it. You understand?
Yeah, but you... Wait a minute.
What?
Wait.
What?
Oh, you're saying when you used to... I thought you were gonna...
Yeah, no, now, that's what I'm saying.
So yes. Are you gonna...
Tara says probably. That means that she'll have to weigh whether or not she'll have time to play with me against all the other people that are trying to play with Tara. Well. But Banal Vulgarian says, don't worry, Desert. We all have to face the wrath of Kyle eventually. What you say to me? I'm kidding. I'm sorry. If anybody was sleeping, I apologize, and that's not cool. What you say to me, Banal? How very banal of you. What this?
Yes.
Yo, Kyle, I didn't meant it in a disrespectful way, man. It was just joking, cause you getting distracted made me remember the boy Etika, and I just thought it was funny. That's all, my man. No disrespect. I mean, I already assumed that it wasn't meant in a disrespectful way. That's why gay baby jail is temporary. You know. Haven't heard Etika's name in a while, and I've heard it twice today now. Isn't that weird, dear? Number 6. We had an exam in my class. The teacher got a message from a student saying that he was going to be late because his car had a flat tire. The student was known to party. Who likes to party? He liked to party. The teacher didn't think it could be true. A flat tire? This never happens. So as a joke, the teacher asked him to bring the tire back. He brought the flat tire back in the middle of the exam. Needless to say, the professor didn't expect that. You know how easy it is to find a flat tire? You know how easy it is to make a flat tire?
What the fuck is wrong with my Kyle? What the fuck?
I need it. I'll get you another one. Let me put the spare on.
Oh my god.
Why is there a spare tire on your...
Fucking Kyle, it's some exam. Oh my god, I can't even explain it.
TB says, yo, Kyle, can I get some demotivational inspiration? Demotivational, huh? Well, I mean, if looking in the mirror isn't doing enough, I like to think of you as a piñata in that I'm going to need a blindfold to hit that, TB. I'm kidding. You're cute. I'm sure you have nice breasts, and that's all that matters to most guys. You know?
If they're a man.
TB's not a man.
I'm saying, what if they are?
Then they also probably have nice breasts, and people will probably hit it. The internet's a big place, guys. All you need to do is throw yourself out there. Be mindful, be careful, and don't do it now because the virus is all over the place. But you had your chance and you blew it.
Also, in their profile picture, it's a man.
TB is a man in their profile picture?
Well, it's a drawing of a man, I'm saying.
Girl. Why
Also, you said that like you knew for a fact.
Seraphin Bear says, can you make a Kyle alarm? I've actually made that for a couple of people who like commissioned me to do it. Like they emailed me and were what?
Didn't you give like a very brief one in a stream once?
What are you talking about? What would a Kyle alarm be? Wake up. Grab a brush and put on a little makeup. What?
Finish that.
What?
Finish it. Continue. Whatever you were saying, continue. More.
Okay, wow. Okay, so number 5, all right? Not me, but in my class. This was in college. Student turned in work late for class. No, sorry. Student turned in work late after not showing up for 2 classes. 2 classes amount to a full week, so it was noticeable. The professor looked at him and said, I hope somebody died for you to be this late. And the guy said, does my dad count? Honestly, I've always heard you can hear a pin drop and never really thought anything of it. But yeah, you could hear a fucking pin cut through the air after that. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
Also, TB said that they have boy bits. They're a boy. Don't misgender them. And it's 2020. Don't misgender them.
TB says they got boy bits. That doesn't mean that they're actually a boy. It means that they could have stole them. I live in Florida. Trust me. I've seen women just slice them off and grab them. I got
them now. They're mine. I got the boy bits.
Okay, you're a man.
It is man. It is man.
Unbelievable.
Sir?
What?
Wouldn't it be sir? It is sir.
They don't want to be called sir. Don't mispronoun them.
What?
Mister pronoun them. Okay. Coming in an oatmeal bowl.
Oh my gosh, what happened to the chat? Okay, good.
What happened? Did something happen?
For me, it aired me out, but it's back. It's fine.
If you would like to give to the Dia getting errored out of the chat fund, go ahead and follow the link through to the wish list. I believe in you. And you know I'm speaking specifically to you, Mr. Wasn't part of the mainstream, but are watching the video after the fact. Just do it. I know you've waited this long. And you know what? You probably still have some on that gift card that you were thinking about. Wow. Can you believe that? Oh my God. Tara says gummies, bubblers, plus Kyle live stream. Oh, she's rubbing in that she has gummies and I don't. That's so great.
What are bubblers?
I don't even know what bubblers are. But if I had to imagine, she's probably got like a bunch of contraptions that like spin around in a circle and they blow bubbles out. It's like a mechanism that blows the bubbles for her. Hey, can I show y'all something? I know I'm not supposed to get into this Animal Crossing shit, for real. But it's like so beautiful. There's this Animal Crossing. Let me show you. In Animal Crossing, you can have wallpapers that move. Okay? Peep this shit. Look at this. No, wait, that's not the word. Is this it?
Yes.
Oh God, no, but I can't. And it's like, I can't wait. And what's cute about this one too is that the floor is kind of like watery, and when you see him walk into this room, there's like a little bit of puddle splash on the ground. It's dope, and it really made me think, how could I achieve this effect in a real room? And the answer is, I would need to literally have the entire room's walls be made of like an LCD screen or LED screen, maybe behind a clear, hard panel. But the easier way to have that done, and the cheaper way, would probably be to buy some sort of light projection that projects in every direction, and then adhere it to the ceiling. And I guess just bringing up the wish list made me think about that. I wonder if anybody that's listening to the stream has something like that in their room, where they literally just stick some kind of projection thing on the roof of their room, and it kind of like spins around maybe star patterns or just lights in every direction. And that's really, really cool. And I hope that, man, this game's looking a little too good, not just upgrade wise, in a way that kind of appeals to people that played the old ones. But oh boy, I was looking at this earlier, boy, and I was like, wait a minute. And like, you can make the patterns, right? And then you put the pattern that you just made on the wall, right? Like, look at this. Oh my God, you just made your own damn wall hole. Son of a bitch, you do. Look at this shit. Look at this kid's room. Oh my, dumb. That's dumb. But what about the guy who was, he had like a little yoga thing? Was that the last video? No, here it is. Shut up. No, God. They're so quick. Man, I live for this. Normal playback speed, 0.25. Alright. Yeah, the yoga ball. This game's gonna be really confusing to to people who have no idea what Animal Crossing is about. I wonder if I should gear a video to that demographic, to people who just don't know or understand what it's about.
What is Desert talking about? There are kids here. What is he talking about?
What is he talking about? And what do you mean there are kids in the stream? Are you a kid, bro? What is not safe for work? The Animal Crossing stuff? Do you have a boner looking at this? This kid's playroom? What's wrong with you? Tara beat his ass up, alright? This dude forgot to check himself and is here wrecking him. Bro, LMAO, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Desert, tell us how old you are. Tell us how old you are. We just want to know how old you are. Tell us how old you are.
A funny joke.
Desert, tell us how old you are, please. We need to know this. Number 4. One of my organ... I don't know. You sure about that, man? Ooh. What you mean there are kids here, though? Who's the kid here? Tell me.
I don't care.
I want to know. I want to know. Who's a kid here? Tell me. Tell me.
They can shut up.
No, you're not. Tara, what? Tara, what? First, she's not a stripper. Now she's a kid? How old are you? Are you for real?
I think it was more to an answer of maybe you telling her to beat him up.
Get the fuck out of here. Number 1, plus 3. One of my organ students.
Oregon.
Yeah, I need to be sure of the very first corpse. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I want people to be in here. I want us to all be corpses. You know what I'm talking about? One of you guys should pay me to review a really bad movie. But instead of bad, it can just be something on Netflix. So what's the difference, huh? Get it?
I feel like there's still plenty of.
I feel like this channel would just go fully into the most hacky territory possible if I reviewed a single movie. And that would be amazing. Number 4. One of my organ students told me that he was arriving late for his lesson because he got stuck behind a lengthy funeral procession en route to a funeral. Deja vu, huh, guys? I knew he was telling the truth because I played the organ for the service earlier that morning and the church was packed. I'm surprised I don't have a deja vu button. But I can play this button that makes me think of that desert person. Nice. As we continue to number 3, a kid missed my first period. Well, why did he need to share in that? But
I hate you.
oh no, Bradley. Why are you bringing up Cinema Sins like that's not the bottom of the barrel as far as any kind of like content on that? You can literally like make fun in your analysis of a movie without literally just being everything wrong with this movie. What the hell? God, Cinema Sins is unbearable. It's a guilty pleasure at best. I was literally talking to Dia about this today, is how Cinema Sins is okay for like 3 videos, and then everything else is just like, oh my god, not every movie is that bad. You know what movies are that bad? Suicide Squad, shit like that, where it's like so many problems you don't even understand what's going on. But I guess that's what happens when you try to get your movie cut by a trailer house. My god. Deja says that was a wet fart. Girl, you know your sound effects, girl. You know? How do you know it so well? Tara, when you think of me, do you hear this? I love that noise. Look, a kid missed my first period class one morning, but was in school later that day. When I asked him why he hadn't arrived in time for my course, he said his cow was giving birth to a calf that morning, so he picked being at the barn over English. Made sense to me. His essays weren't going to win any ribbons at the county fair, but his calf could. I just thought it was like a cute thing that he wanted to witness, you know, calf being born. I don't know. Deja says my mother used to fart and lock the car windows and door.
What are you making? What does it sound?
You know, crack that and burn, dun, 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 dun. Mom, why are you closing the car windows?
Oh, I love that sound.
Kids, you're gonna have a bad time. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Man, these are great. These are great.
Surprised you don't have deja vu. Maybe because you haven't found one that's like at a decent volume.
Number 2. This happened to me as a pupil. I was gonna make an eye joke and I tried to stop myself so bad. You're so stupid and
What was your eye joke?
It was not. I'm not saying it. There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny about it because verbally it works, like out loud. Pupil. Look, this happened to me as a pupil. A very quiet, unassuming kid in our class came in German. I'm imagining just like a German porno where the guy comes, but it says comes in German. Ah, scheiß. What's wrong with me? I'm getting kind of hot, I think. I'm getting kind of hot and it's making me a little delusional.
That humming is obnoxious, but I know that you have it on for a very...
If I turn that off, they'll be free.
What do you mean they'll be free? I thought they were supposed to be stuck there.
Yeah, look, guys, I have a device on in the background that catches any stray fruit flies or, gnats or mosquitoes or whatever the hell's going on. A couple of fruit flies got in and I am just losing my mind trying to swat them. So I just turned on the little device and it makes a little bit of noise and she's hearing it. But if I turn it off, they'll fly up and out to freedom. The reason that it has to stay on is because there's supposed to be a little sticky mat in the bottom that they go on and they touch. But because I haven't used the thing in forever, it's lost its stickiness now. And I don't have any more inserts. What?
They came back. Look, man, just be funny. Don't make 2 stupid jokes that are so unfunny that they suck the air out of the room.
Look, man.
In a row, please.
It's less about sucking the air out and more about saying something that would make us all believe that you're either a teenager or on a spectrum. That's all I'm saying. We don't mean it in a disrespectful way. It's just like, what do you mean easy with the not safe for work content? There are kids here, but we haven't shown anything even remotely edgy. I was showing Animal Crossing stuff,
Stupid joke. Stupid.
And again, maybe I should just gloss over things, because if I wasn't reading the comment section, it may not have been an issue. But the comedy of it is you're very desperate for me to notice what you're saying to the point where you're repeating things, which, if Linda were here, dude, if Stripes were here, you'd probably already be banned because they consider it spam when you're just saying the same thing over and over. I know that you're new here because I don't recognize you from any of the streams going back further than a couple of days. But I do address everybody as they roll into the stream, and you've seen that tonight. But maybe when I gloss over your comments, I do it so I don't let the stupidity of it flap in my fucking face, because if they do, you'd be closer to getting banned for your bad jokes than you would otherwise. So you got 2 options. Keep trying to get my attention with your unfunny shit that's just going to get on my nerves to the point where I ban your ass, or just say what you're saying and don't try to get my attention about it. You know what I mean? Exist in the chat. This is that kind of what's the word? Self-awareness? I always think about niggas at a lunch table. We're sitting at a lunch table and some dude just slops up with this stupid bullshit and says something dumb and you're like, all right, do you need anything else? Can you leave with this bullshit?
It's like people expect us to babysit them because their parents won't.
Look, I'm not trying to hit anybody. All right. If you weren't really new, I feel like the whole stalling comment
they aren't new
wouldn't have made any sense for you to say.
They've been here for a while. So just don't make any more stupid comments and trust me.
What I'm saying makes sense. Linda and Stripes, they see you repeating shit, either I definitely saw it and I just overlooked it, or whatever. All right, don't care. Not a big deal. Let's take it easy. Pringles in my oatmeal. This happened to me as a pupil. A very quiet, unassuming kid in our class came into German with about 5 minutes of the class left. Damn, only 5 minutes of the class left. We went to a Catholic school and the teachers were all quite strict and intimidating. Classes were usually silent, especially in the junior school. When this boy came into class at the end of the lesson that day, the door flew open with such force that the teacher gave an audible gasp. It had been raining heavily outside, and his hair was plastered to his forehead. His blazer was dripping, sodden, and he had mud caked in his fucking pants up to his knees. He was really breathing heavily. The teacher exclaimed, "Brandon, what happened?" We all stared up at him in shocked silence. This quiet, unassuming little boy let out a big sigh and said, "I took a shortcut," and went straight to his seat. That line became iconic in our school for years afterward. It does sound like a movie line. Okay, so Tara, you're a mod. You're a mod, sweetheart. And I'm just going to read out loud what this dude just said. "Dude, I shit my pants when you talk, dead ass." If, the worst part is, that's what a 20-year-old probably does sound like these days. But did you or I sound like that at 20 years old? Were we that fucking gay? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I certainly don't mean it in the homosexual way. I mean like, yo. I would want to be smacked if that was me. You ever watch somebody that's like tripping, they're on drugs, and you just want somebody that knows them well to put them out of their misery? Because that's what I would want. If I was so out of my fucking mind that like I'm in a situation where I'm really making a fool of myself, or, I'm so out of my mind that if the police showed up right now, that I wouldn't immediately sober up and follow instructions. Do you get what I'm saying? Tara, I'm surprised that you've resisted yourself, so I guess I'm gonna have to be the one to do this. Don't let it be said that I'm not merciful. 'Cause this is some bullshit right here. This is some genuine and confusing bullshit. Look at how much he's spamming the chat with this childish and stupid shit. If he were an adult, he'd know to say, "I'm drunk." Do you know what I mean? And that would be the last thing that he'd say, because even if he were drunk and he were self-aware enough to write that, he'd know that this is when he needs to fucking reel it in. Stop. This is when you stop. You realize you're being a problem. You realize we're all marking you as an autist on the fucking spectrum. Stop, my dude. Have some self-awareness. But instead you're going, "You're right. Yeah, man, I'll stop. You're right. I'll shut up. No, I'm not a troll. I swear." What are you, fucking stupid? A disappointment to your parents, I'm certain. An embarrassment to the people that you probably think are your friends, I'm sure. Get a fucking grip, you fucking idiot. And you're probably young, so get the fuck off of this channel. And think twice about where you go on the internet and opening your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Because the best shot you got at being liked is shutting the fuck up. Like, listen to what I'm saying and actually let it sink in, because I doubt it's the first time you've heard it, and I most certainly believe it won't be the last. Any other people who are young in this channel, either leave or shut up, because this is stupid, and I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of it, man. How do you recognize that people are sick of your shit and you don't stop? Whatever.
Rusty.
Whatever, dude, whatever. Yo, stop. Just stop.
I love the face.
Whoa. Whoa. This dude took a shortcut to getting himself banned. I don't know, man. Number 1 on this list. I'm almost glad to be out of here, man. And don't let it say that I hope he doesn't think that he ruined this stream, because in all honesty, he made my night. Not because I consider this entertaining, but hopefully I taught this stupid little bitch a lesson. And maybe I taught somebody else who isn't speaking right now, but maybe is on the fence about whether or not they're coming off strange sometimes, and they don't know how to react when people are when they're kind of like taken aback and like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. That's what you need to do, is stop. And that's what I was when I was younger. I wasn't a nervous wreck, but I was the type of person that would really try to gauge people's reactions. It's all a fucking video game. It's all a video game, but if you notice people are not down with it, bro, you still digging your own grave. Number 1, a kid's apartment burned down, much like this guy's like, stop, okay? A kid's apartment burned down overnight. He was a little late, but he still came.
So, man, those parents really want him to get that education.
Somebody said, now that's dedication. Somebody said, that's the parents needing to figure shit out and not wanting to have to take care of a kid for a couple of hours. Look, go to school, whatever. Man. Oh, boy. Look, I'm just going to put this link to the wish list here. If anybody's trying to get unbanned, that'll be your way to do it.
No,
you know?
Don't say that.
What?
Don't say that.
Fuck them. Look, and it'll happen too. I will unban you. I'm a man of my word.
What if Desert does it?
What if, who's Desert?
The one you just banned.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
What if they, no, don't apologize.
Well, he's out of my mind already. Out of my fucking mind. Out of my fucking mind. I'm sorry.
I'm still waiting for that cover.
Dude, you want me to sing a song that was made popular by a transgender speedrunner in the video game community? That's not cool.
Make it sound cooler and cooler the more you talk about
Just gets more, yeah. Whoa, Bernie Sanders already got, did some bing bongs with Biden?
It must be from some debate.
Our people are spending twice as much per capita on healthcare as the Canadians or any other major country on earth. And Biden says, this is America. Oh, Was somebody going to pull out a gun and shoot somebody? Like on that Twitch stream? And Bernie says, yeah, but Americans don't want to pay twice as much as other countries. Oh, boy. Y'all seen this? This is funny.
Today, start working on not touching your face, because one main way viruses spread is when you touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes.
It just gets better and better, Ew. Who made this? They're the Powerpuff Girls. We have to assume that they just have powers, Look at this. Look at this picture.
Look, man. You know another horrifying version of this?
What?
Someone drew them with like a bunch of little hairs, kind of like what a spider has.
Oh, God.
On their little stubs.
This is a video of a bunch of, drug lords hiding drugs inside avocados. The dude actually had to slice it open and get inside it to expose the avocado,
Yeah, the seed.
the seed. And then the drugs were inside of that. Wild. Isn't it? Wild. Man, I can't believe you guys have to pour something out for that lost soul in the chat. But what I'm more shocked about is that neither Linda or Stripes were here at the time. Yeah, but Linda was probably busy. They're busy people. Busy people. These people don't know what just happened. What did just happen? Let's see. What the fuck? Yeah, this dude looks pissed. Look at his face. Jeez. That guy's got some intensity. And then the girl in the back doesn't give a fuck. Yes. All right, man. Pizza, French fries. Pizza, French fries. Okay. The guy getting beat up, physically assaulted the other guy's little sister. Ooh. she want her money back while Burger King is on fire. The Burger King is on fire, though. Karen. Oh my God. She must be like me, just waiting for that direct deposit. You know? Damn. Public disagreement and stabbing. You know what?
We haven't done.
You know, I don't think this list is in need of that kind of edge. You know what I'm talking about? My lord. Ladies and gentlemen, join the Discord. Stay notified of when the streams will go down. Look forward to me dropping weird content that you may or may not be interested in. But this will be coming every night as usual. So I'll see you tomorrow in the next night's list. Find me on Snapchat. Get me on Twitter. Username CYAEL. All the links should be in the description. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for restraining yourself. I know it can be hard for some of you, apparently. And special thanks to the sponsors. Ow. Thanks to Dr. House for his weight, his pound contribution. And thank you to my patrons. I love you all. And I will see you.
Wait, which Powerpuff Girl are you before we leave? Which Powerpuff Girl are you?
I like to think that as much as I was you know, as a boy, you wanna say that of course you share the most with Buttercup. But I feel like more of a Blossom sometimes. Especially in that I'd end up in the leading position, you know? There's nothing I could do about that.
You just have such a command about you.
But I just love that, like, Buttercup's, like, over it all the time. I really like that. Look at all y'all flexing with these emojis. Guys, get in the Discord and, you know, suggest some different emojis that we can adopt. That'll be cool. See you later. Love you. Bye, 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 bye. Young Sage says he feels like bubbles. Well, that's what Tara has all over her fucking... What was it? She had, like... Gummies. She had gummies, dude. Oh, wow. Night.